Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. How's everyone doing? Lisa, Sunny Side Up, Will, how are y'all doing? I'm doing pretty good. I feel better today than I have in a while. I feel more like my normal self today, kind of. Anyhow, let me get the live chat pulled up. Take down this stinking message pinned. Hey, Natalie. Good morning. How are you? I'm glad it's the weekend. I'm looking forward to the weekend, just relaxing and getting ready for Christmas. I got to cheer up. It's Christmas. Yeah, Lisa, have you started your Christmas baking yet? So, we got some things to talk about this morning. We also got a new channel slogan, Cement Shoes come up with, don't be a weirdo, be a cool kid. We got to get some merch that says that. He says the funniest things, him and Will. Okay, so this morning we're going to talk about Joe Exotic suing the Department of Justice. They rejected his pardon, guys. He's pissed. Look, he solicited to an FBI agent, an undercover agent. They're not going to give him a pardon. Do I think Jeff Lowe talked him in to that? Yeah. I think he was set up for that, actually. I don't think he would have really went through with something like that. Could be wrong. Will, I don't even have a Christmas tree yet. A little behind here. Oh, gosh, you better get busy. Get busy. Get that tree up for that baby. Also, we're going to talk about a woman in Texas who was dismembered while she was still alive. Now, the sheriff's department said that they was going to release the affidavit. I want to read that. They said it was gruesome, though. What else are we going to talk about? Oh, a woman who scammed the Make-A-Wish Foundation. She's been accused of murdering her daughter. She's pleaded not guilty. We're going to talk about that. So let me get situated here, guys. Gosh, my feet are so cold right now. It's unbelievable. That's right, Natalie. Don't be a weirdo. Be a cool kid. So what are we going to talk about first? Oh, let's talk about Joe real quick. Let me go get that article so I can tell y'all what it says exactly. Basically, it just says that they're suing the DOJ because they rejected his pardon. He's pissed about it. I can get into my room here. Oh, I'm in it. Do I sound okay? Because StreamYards, there was something wrong with it this morning. It took me forever to set up a stream. It kept saying error. So I got on my laptop to try to set it up. Because I usually use my phone to set it up and my laptop to stream. It was doing the same thing on the laptop. Also, I want to tell y'all about this missing young man from Texas. His name is Jason Landry. He's 21 years old. It's the strangest story ever. He's driving back home to college for the holidays, and he never arrives. It's a 3-hour drive. He never arrives there. They found his car wrecked. His wallet and stuff was still inside of it. He's nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Okay, so it says, Joe Exotic, best known from the Netflix documentary Tiger King, is suing the Department of Justice after they rejected his request for a pardon. The New York Post reports that Joe claims the denial is invalid as it was not presented directly to President Donald Trump for review. Exotic was one of the current felons whom the president was expected to pardon prior to the end of his term. The former Oklahoma Zoo owner is currently in jail with a 22-year sentence. He was charged with 2 counts of murder for hire, 8 counts of violating the Lacey Act for falsifying wildlife records, 9 counts of violating the Endangered Species Act. The DOJ press release regarding the case states Joe hired an unidentified hitman in November 2017 to murder a Jane Doe for $3,000. Joe also unknowingly hired an undercover FBI agent to do the same. This Jane Doe was later revealed to be Carol Baskin, a rival zoo owner who runs Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. Joe allegedly made multiple inquiries in seeking out murder for hires beginning in 2016, bringing him into contact with the FBI agent. The drama between Joe and Carol, as well as the untapped world of exotic animal zoos throughout the United States, was covered in the original Netflix series that became explosively popular at the start of the COVID-19 shutdown. It's just such a crazy story. I mean, Joe is just such a flamboyant character, he draws people in. These people that own the big cats, most of them shady as hell. It says TMZ additionally reports that Joe's lawyers believe his application was not screened under the proper protocol. Further information regarding the Joe Exotic lawsuit against the department, as well as his pardon, remains pending. I knew that he wasn't going to get a pardon. I knew he wasn't. Even if the president believed that Joe was set up, like, he still is charged with shooting those tigers. They said he was shot on to make room for, new cubs. Shot one of Jeff Lowe's allegedly for spite. But Joe claims that the ones that he shot, he put down because they were sick, old, suffering. Well, in my opinion, if you're going to own a zoo, you need to have a vet. You need to be able to afford a vet. If an animal does need to be put to sleep, a vet needs to do it. This is not the 1800s. You don't shoot big animals in the head when they're, old. None of them treat animals right. Carol Baskin, I don't think she mistreats the animals. She's just shady and lies about every freaking thing. Hey, Vicky, good morning. How are you doing? Yeah, I sort of thought he wouldn't be pardoned. But with the world now, you never know what to be expected. Yeah, he would get a lot of backlash for that if he gave him a pardon. It wouldn't be a good look for him because he may run for president again in 4 years because he can if he chooses. So that wouldn't be a good look. Hey, Drama. I think people who own exotic animals have something wrong with them. Yeah. Well, I like animals. I'd love to have a bird. But the people that own like the big cats and the big exotic animals, yeah. Now, there are some people that actually have real wildlife sanctuaries. They own the cats, but these cats at Lions, Tigers, and Bears Sanctuary have it made. I mean, they got acres and acres that's fenced in where they can roam, they can get in water. They got caves like made into the sides of the hill where they can den at. It's so freaking cool. That's a real sanctuary. They have several of Joe's cats. You know what I hate to see? Those big gorillas and the chimps and stuff in those little cages, and elephants chained, having a chain around their ankle. That's so wrong. I've signed many of a petition to free different elephants. Some of them had lived like that for 30 years. Seriously. One of them just got rescued the other day. I can't remember the name, though. Finally, after years of trying to free this elephant, they finally got it free. It had a chain around its ankle its whole life. This man owned it. Why do you want something you got to keep chained up? Like I got chickens I keep like in a lot. That's different. They actually have a lot of room. My chickens actually have it made. Hey, Light Feather. Okay. Anyways, I wanted to give y'all that Tiger King update. You know, like in a way, I hate Joe is in jail for the murder for hire. Like, I get it. That sucks. But he shouldn't have been running his mouth all the time, doing videos, threatening Carol. And he shouldn't have shot those tigers. A lot of people don't believe that he did it for spite. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's hard, to know what to believe from these wackadoodles. They're all freaking nuts. Doc Antle, freaking Joe, Jeff Lowe, Carol Baskin. What's that other guy's name? I can't remember his name. They're all weirdos. For real. No joke. Okay. I thought I had that. Thought I had the article pulled up about that man that kept that dismembered that lady while she was still alive, but I'll go here and find it. Oh, I see a good update. 2 people arrested after little boy is abandoned at a Goodwill store with a note and a bag of clothes. I was reading about that the other day. They finally have arrested the people that abandoned him there. Thank God someone found him. Okay. We're going to listen to what the sheriff says about this. We'll get to look at the suspect. But a Texas woman was dismembered while alive because she disrespected the killer's name. I got news for him. I'm getting ready to disrespect his name too, because I probably can't pronounce it correctly. I think it's Rafael Castillo. Okay, let me screen share. I need to unplug my mic too. Okay, it muted me. We're going to listen to what the sheriff says about this. That way I don't have to do all the reading. And what's wrong with people dismembering people? Here this weirdo comes. Okay, let's skip. I think it's about. Okay, I'm just finding where he starts.
Here, my check. Sheriff Javier Salazar, 12345. Good. Okay, the suspect that y'all just saw, Rafael Castillo, Rafael Castillo, common spelling, 26 years of age. SID number 1099939. This gentleman is a suspect in the murder of Nicole Perry, 31 years of age. That, as you might recall, several weeks ago, November 19th to be exact, we found a body in the on South WW White Road, where some Dare County work crews were cleaning in the area, an area well known for dumping, and they found a tarp, a package of a tarp. As they approached the tarp and began to open it, they soon saw that it was what appeared to be human remains inside the tarp. So they backed off. They called us, and we determined that indeed it was a human body that was contained therein. We called the medical examiner's office, took custody of the body, and over the course of the next couple of days, that identity became known as Nicole Perry, 31 years of age. A few days later, on the 21st to be exact, our investigators did an outstanding job of just following up on leads, following up on some evidence that was found there at the scene, which brought us to 338 West Harlan in the south side of San Antonio. They ran a warrant there. They detained 9 suspects or subjects there at the residence that day, began talking to them, and quite frankly, a pretty gruesome picture began to unravel. What we were able to determine is that at some point there at the residence, it was a residence that's it's a crowd that's always transient in nature. A lot of people in and out of the house, a lot of drug use going on in and out of that house. But what we were able to determine is that Miss Perry was one of several people that was at the residence there. There was some sort of a disagreement. It's unknown exactly the exact origins of it, but at some point there was a disagreement between Miss Perry and Rafael Castillo, who you just saw. It's become known that Miss Perry was attacked by Castillo. At this point, it's possible that there may be other people involved, but Miss Perry was actually killed with an axe or a hatchet there at the scene. I'll let you all read the details on the affidavit, but it's really quite gruesome. It appears at this point, from the information that we developed, that she was actually partially dismembered while still alive. Her hands were cut off, and it's really it's just heart wrenching to know what this young lady went through at the hands of this suspect, at the very least. At this point, we're not ruling out that there may have been other suspects involved in at least part of the homicide, and certainly the disposal of the body, which we know was not a one-man operation. We believe that there were several people involved. Again, we're not ruling out additional arrests at some point, and so there are some folks here that really hold their own fate in their own hands. What I mean by that is they can decide at this point whether they want to be witnesses or co-defendants in this case. So really, it would behoove them to call us sooner rather than later at 210-335-6070, and hopefully they'll be able to save themselves a whole lot of legal headaches if it's not too late for that. So we would ask them to give us a call. Esta tarde nosotros estamos dando información tocante a un homicidio que ocurrió. Se aparenta que en la calle West Harlan, en el sur de la ciudad de San Antonio, se aparenta que una mujer de 31 años de edad, Nicole Perry, fue una víctima de un homicidio que ocurrió allí a las manos de este sospechoso Rafael Castillo, 26 años de edad. Se aparenta que ella
Okay, I can understand that.
un argumento que escaló hasta el punto que el sospechoso.
Can y'all believe this? Now, his fiance witnessed him dismembering this woman while she was still alive. How could anyone stand by and let someone do something like that? What in the hell is wrong with people? There's been all kinds of several different cases here lately of people being dismembered and their heads cut off and their eyes carved out. Will, you need to read the affidavit on this case and do a video on it. I like Van Morrison, by the way. I just saw your comment. I'm way behind in comments, so let me get over here to my live chat. Hey, Captain Obvious. Sounds like a drug-induced murder. All because he attacked this woman and murdered her because she disrespected his name. What does that mean? Disrespected his name? Couldn't pronounce it correctly? Or said something bad about him? Hey, Remy. Good to see you. Crazy, CC. Just crazy. People are freaking nuts. Telling you. And the people that stood by and watched this, their asses are going to be in trouble. They're going to be cuffed and stuffed. I can't believe anyone would stand around and watch something like that, let it go on, not intervene. Maybe they were scared. I believe if I'd scared, I'd got the hell out of there and went got the cops. They have not found all the body parts. The hands are missing. You know what? When I read that, it reminded me of the Lauren Giddings case out of Georgia. Stephen McDaniels murdered her. He was her neighbor. He'd been silently stalking her. She had no idea. He even learned how to get past like the door jam that she had put up. You know those things you can put up to keep someone from coming in. He even figured out how to get around that. But anyways, he murdered her and dismembered her, put some of her body parts in the trash, but some of her body parts they never found. I can't remember. I think they may have found her hands. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've discussed that case. We'll have to discuss that. Oh, because of fingerprint. That's probably why they can't find the hands. Are people that dumb? Hey, you can get rid of the fingers. Think, you're getting rid of a part and they won't be able to figure out who it is. But bull crap, they got DNA. There's more ways to identify someone than just fingerprints. Stupid weirdos. Don't they watch the ID channel, Forensic Files? Well, he'll probably get the death penalty for this. Because this is in Texas. So, he deserves it, if you ask me. We'll have to keep following this. I want to read that affidavit. See what all went on. There's probably more information than that, of course. Lord, prayers for that lady's family. Jesus Christ. It's bad enough to lose a loved one, but to lose them like that, someone murdering them and dismembering them. Well, he didn't murder. Oh, he dismembered her alive, so I keep forgetting about that. He dismembered her alive. He didn't murder her first. He dismembered her alive. Can you imagine what that woman went through? And his damn fiance standing there watching. I think the people that stood there and watched, they should be charged too. Their asses should be sitting on death row too. That's what I think. I think you stand by and let something happen, you're just as guilty as the person doing it. That's just my opinion. Okay. I want to screen share something with y'all. I've been following this case. I haven't talked about it on here, but I've been following it, reading up about it. This little boy was abandoned at a Goodwill store with a note attached to his shirt, and it was quite cold out that day. says 2 people have been charged in connection with abandoning a young child inside a Mississippi Goodwill store. Federal prosecutors with the U.S. Attorney's Office, Western District of Tennessee, said that Jeremy Fitzgerald, 34, and let me see if I can say her name. Give me just a second. Turlesee or something like that. Turner, 29, have been arrested and charged with kidnapping a 2-year-old boy, Sergio. Sergio's mother, Antoinette Smith, said she left her son with Turner at Fitzgerald's suggestion on December 13th, while he took Smith on an overnight trip to Nashville. He allegedly claimed that Turner was his sister. When they arrived in Nashville, the suspect asked Smith to work for him as a prostitute, prosecutors said. When she refused, Fitzgerald abandoned her at a store in Nashville, drove away, and refused to answer the phone. He was like, "You better get out there and sell some ass and all that type of stuff." I told him, "I'm not doing nothing," Smith said during an interview. Smith said later she found out that the woman said to be Fitzgerald's sister was actually Fitzgerald's girlfriend, uh, Torlesia, I think it says that, Turner. She said she learned that Fitzgerald had also asked Turner to work as a prostitute. "If I knew that, I said I wouldn't have left my baby like that. Ain't no way. I would have left my baby. That's all I got with me." Court documents indicate that Fitzgerald is accused of contacting the boy's aunt and demanding money for Sergio's return. When that didn't work, he led the boy into a Goodwill store in South Haven, Mississippi, and left him behind with the note. He allegedly told a store employee that Sergio's mother could no longer care for him. Prosecutors said that Turner was aware that Fitzgerald demanded money from the aunt and was also aware Fitzgerald left the boy at the store. Security footage captured Fitzgerald and Sergio getting out of a car at a nearby Shell gas station and walking toward Goodwill. It also captured Turner getting out of the car and walking inside the gas station. Police found Fitzgerald at a Kroger store hours later and arrested him. Authorities also found Turner inside the Kroger. Sergio is now in the care of social workers. If convicted, Fitzgerald and Turner could face 20 years to life in federal prison without parole. This is a crazy story. So, this woman, I guess she thought that she was going, I don't know. I guess she thought that they were brother and sister. And she went on this trip with him. And then it all went to hell. He wanted her to prostitute. She said no. So they dump her out of the car somewhere. And then they take her kid and dump him off at the Goodwill. And people are freaking nuts. You cannot trust anyone. They were going to try to force her into prostitution. Jesus. That poor child. Thank God they took him inside the Goodwill and left him. I mean, they could have dumped him out in the middle of nowhere. Thank God they didn't. They must have had maybe just like a little bit of compassion for the little boy, I guess. I'm glad they didn't leave him, somewhere and a freaking predator get him. Let me look at my live chat for just a second. I saw another story we will read in just a minute. I haven't read it yet. I just saw the title. It says, "After daughter dies from abuse, mom pushes life-size doll in stroller then claims 2-year-old went missing. What the freak is wrong with people? Here's this missing young man from Texas I mentioned earlier. It says search for missing Texas State student who mysteriously vanished on drive home for Christmas break may end on Friday. Authorities in Texas will decide on Friday if they will continue a large-scale search for a missing Texas State University student who vanished 5 days ago after an apparent car wreck in Luling, about 30 miles from the college San Marcos campus. 21-year-old Jason Landry left campus on Sunday to drive home to Missouri City, about a 3-hour trip for Christmas break. But shortly after midnight on Monday, a passerby saw Landry's totaled car on the side of Salt Flat Road, a gravel or dirt road north of the direct freeway route from San Marcos to the Houston area. Now, I read earlier that they think he may have taken a wrong turn. He may have gotten lost. What happened to him after he totaled that car? They've been searching the fields around where the car was found. Like, he's nowhere to be found. Investigators reportedly found Landry's phone and wallet in or near the damaged vehicle, according to a recent report in the Austin American-Statesman. Items including a backpack were found outside the car. Investigators and family members appear to believe that Landry walked away from the wreck, but what happens next remains a mystery. Texas Department of Public Safety spokesman Sergeant Dion Cockrell shared more details about the presumed single car crash with the Austin Statesman, appearing to explain why photos of the car shared on social media appear to show extensive damage to the trunk. Yeah, I saw the pictures. The trunk of the car is all messed up. It didn't look like the front was really messed up. The car got off the road and spun around, and the back driver's side trunk bumper in the side of the car took most of the impact. Oh, well, okay, I guess that explains that. The Texas Department of Public Safety has not responded to Crime Online's request for comment. Of course not. Through the week, investigators have been searching the area near the crash site for signs of the third-year student. Authorities drained a pond after detecting a possible sonar hit, but did not find Landry there. Searchers have also used helicopters in an effort to locate him, with no success. What if he didn't run off the road and spin around and hit something? What if someone rammed him off the road? We need to find this car picture. Then we'll read about that lady pushing a doll around pretending it was her daughter after she killed her. Freaking weirdos. Let me look at my chat here. It is very odd. I mean, where did he go? People don't just vanish into thin air. They go somewhere. What if someone rammed him off the road? But what would be the motive? I mean, his wallet was left behind. His cell phone was left behind. His backpack was outside the car. Well, when I tried to set up my stream this morning, it kept saying error to me on StreamYards. Then I went in because I forgot to add my thumbnail, and I was going to edit my title. Tried to do that and save it, save the changes. It would say error. Something's going on. Remy, that sounds like someone ran him off the road or used the maneuver cops use, hit the side spin. Yeah, I know. That's what it sounds like to me. Something's not right. This was a nice young man. on his way home. But somehow he got off the interstate and got on this old country back road, graveled road. Let me look up his car picture. I saw it somewhere this morning. I didn't save it. Where did I see that at? I'm spelling his name right. Yeah. I think maybe it's in the saved article, the other saved article I had, because I'm not seeing it right. Let me click on this and see if I can find it, because I want y'all to look at this. It's not there. Hold on, let me get into my little Discord room and keep everything in. It has to be in that article. I don't think I read anything else. Okay, 1 second, guys. Sorry. I just really want y'all to see this picture. If it'll load up. Oh, it's not showing it when I'm. Oh, right here it is. Here it is. Okay. Let me close out some of my windows here. First, let me remove Natalie's comment so it won't cover the picture. Okay, so the front of the car is messed up a little bit. I didn't notice that this morning. Wow, he really had a serious crash. Imagine what would have made him wreck. Now, his dad has speculated that he thinks that a deer may have ran out in front of his son's car. That's a good possibility. But look at the damage at the back. I'm just wondering if he hit a tree. Was there a tree there that he slammed into? Something is weird. You don't wreck and just walk off and disappear. Maybe some weirdo rammed him off the road. Maybe some weirdo come along at the wrong time while Jason was, lost on this wrong turn that he took off the interstate. That's a possibility. Hey, San. Oh my gosh. It's so good to see you. I thought you left YouTube for good. I was just thinking about you the other day. I had one of my Sunny Rooster necklaces out you made me. You know, the ones, the resin necklaces, it's got his feathers inside. It's so good to see you, Shirley. It is. This has made my day. I'm so glad you came in. Merry Christmas, by the way. Okay. So, there's a picture of the car. I'll keep y'all updated. I'm going to follow this. I hope they find him. Could they have overlooked him when they were searching? That's a possibility. They probably had search dogs with them. They've been searching, like, the fields around and everything. Let me get over to my live chat. I've been gone for a long time. This is my first live stream back. Oh, I'm so glad you came to mine first. You look weird without having a wrench, San. So, San was one of my first moderators. There, I gave your wrench back to you because you look weird without it in my chat. I'm so glad you're back. It's so good to see you. It really is. I'm smiling from ear to ear. Drama. It looks like he did a swerve to miss a deer, slammed into a tree, easily could have lost control on the graveled road. Yeah. A real close friend of mine, well, she's married to one of my relatives. Her son went up to West Virginia. He was driving, go to work. A deer ran out in front of him. He wrecked and he was killed instantly. Yeah. Those deer, they get so frightened so easily, and they see those headlights and they just freeze up. And they freak out and they'll jump out in front of you. You cannot drive fast coming into my holler at night because those deer are always coming out in the road. They go down to the pond down the road. They're all over my yard. We have so many deer here, it's unreal. They're dangerous though, cause accidents. Okay. Next, I'm going to tell y'all about the scammer, the woman that scammed the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and then we will read about that woman who was pushing a life-size doll in a stroller. She had killed her daughter. Then she claimed her daughter went missing. Okay, let me just go find it. Go get my article here. This little girl is so cute. This lady not only scammed the Make-A-Wish Foundation, claimed her daughter was real sick, but she killed her daughter. Cutest little girl ever. Keep going. I keep pushing the wrong thing. Well, hopefully, guys, Mark comes back with an office chair today. If he knows what's good for him, he better. I found one at Office Depot. It's like $189 for $89.99. Okay. Let me get the ads down. I'll show you guys this little girl's picture. She's so cute with her little glasses on. Oh, bless her heart. Well, her mom was charged with murder, and she has pleaded not guilty. I hadn't heard about this case until this morning. Colorado mother accused of fraudulently taking money from charities before killing her daughter pleaded not guilty during a virtual court appearance on Wednesday. CBS Denver reports that Kelly Turner, who's facing charges of child abuse, murder, charitable fraud, and theft, appeared on video before a Douglas County judge, while her lawyers pleaded not guilty to the charges on her behalf. Turner told the judge that she didn't have any questions about the proceeding. Turner's trial has been set for May 3rd. She remains behind bars on a $250,000 bond. According to Crime Online, Turner said that her youngest daughter, Olivia Gaunt, age 7, was diagnosed with, oh my gosh, neurogastrointestinal, oh gosh, let me see if I can say it, I don't know, something about her intestines, guys. According to the National Institutes of Health, it's a rare disease that attacks body parts, particularly the nervous system and digestive system. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it. Turner also claimed Olivia was autistic and had seizures, a tumor, a misshapen head, sorry, a brain malformation and developmental delays, according to the arrest affidavit. After reaching the attention of national media, Olivia rode in a police car, fed sharks, and got to play a fireman while shooting water at a fire, according to 9 News. The little girl gained media attention as she checked off her bucket list with battling a supposed terminal illness. Prosecutors, however, said that behind the scenes, Turner was lying and devising an ominous plan to kill Olivia. Fraud and theft. The plan began in 2011 when Turner started blogging about Olivia's medical conditions. On her personal blog, court records state Turner wrote that Olivia had a brain malformation that caused seizures. As the months and years passed, Turner expanded her writing to social media. Each time she wrote that Olivia's conditions had worsened. In 2015, Turner created a GoFundMe account and raised over $22,000. She said the money would be used financially, spiritually, and emotionally for her family. King told the Denver Post that she was one of the people that helped Turner raise money for Olivia. King, who said she knew the family well, added that each time she saw Olivia at church, she appeared normal and healthy. She was normal, running around, playing at church. In the nursery, she was normal. There was nothing wrong with Olivia. In 2017, the Make-A-Wish Foundation and a dialysis company, DaVita Incorporation, helped Olivia battle Disney villains after dressing her up as the Bat Princess as part of the little girl's bucket list. Turner is also accused of defrauding Medicaid of over $500,000 and making up claims that her eldest daughter had cancer. She's accused of defrauding Make-A-Wish Foundation of over $11,000 after making false claims about Olivia's illness. It's a damn shame people would do stuff like this. Freaking psycho. She's probably been planning to murder little Olivia for a long time. She looks like a weirdo in her mugshot. Turner then decided to withdraw all medical assistance and nutrition from her daughter, according to authorities. Now, let me go back. Did I miss something here? Oh, okay. One of Olivia's doctors, Dr. Robert Kramer, told detectives he was stunned to learn that Turner withdrew nutrition and medical assistance from the little girl since Olivia was not a terminal patient. Dr. Kramer said that Olivia was not a terminal patient and was shocked when he heard that Turner withdrew all medical care and Olivia passed away, the affidavit read. On August 20th, 2017, 7-year-old Olivia passed away, supposedly from intestinal issues, but authorities say that Turner is responsible for the little girl's death. Olivia was never ill, police said, and she died because her own mother withdrew food and medical care from the little girl after sending her to hospice care with strict orders to not resuscitate. Turner landed on the radar of detectives after several doctors at the Children's Hospital Colorado reported that they didn't think Olivia had the illnesses that her mother kept insisting on. In 2017, Olivia was admitted to the hospital because she was nutrient deficient. Her sole source of nutrition came from a feeding tube. Doctors told Turner that the little girl could not survive on IV nutrition. Turner was given the option of taking Olivia home or to hospice care, the indictment against Turner read. Dr. Kristen Park reportedly said Olivia showed no signs of having seizures. The doctor told investigators that she advised Turner several times to stop giving Olivia an anti-seizure medication that came with severe side effects. Why did she have this medication, access to this medication to begin with? Um, Doctor suspicions heightened when Turner allegedly brought her older daughter in for a checkup in 2018 and claimed the little girl had bone pain. After the oldest daughter, 11 at the time, was removed from Turner's care, she said she stopped having pain. She was probably poisoning her or something. Olivia's body was exhumed in 2018. An autopsy performed by a forensic pathologist found no physical evidence of the illnesses and conditions that Turner claimed her daughter had. Olivia's death is now listed as undetermined. Her official cause of death is pending. If convicted of first-degree murder, Turner faces life in prison without the possibility of parole. Here's that weirdo Turner right here and little Olivia. Let's take a look at this.
And I am a mother of 3 beautiful girls. Hannah is 12, Sam is 4, and Olivia is 2. Sam was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma over a year ago, and we've been battling ever since. My youngest, Olivia, has an inoperable brain tumor and a vascular malformation of the brain, as well as several other neurological issues. Hannah, my oldest, is a huge fan of yours, as well as Dog. As the older sister, Hannah has had to give up a lot because most of my time back home is spent driving to the hospital 4 days a week for Sam's chemo and radiation, and 4 days a week taking Olivia to therapy, doctor's appointments, and school. Through the last 2 years, things have been extremely rough, but Hannah never complains. She never gets mad when I say we can't do that, or we don't have the money this month, or when we have to cancel plans because I have ended up in the hospital with either Sam or Olivia.
I know that it would mean the absolute world to Hannah if we could just come by and meet Bobby Brown. Well, Kelly, I honestly think we can do a lot better than that.
Hey, that's he's from Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Oh my gosh!
My bitch sitting there smiling.
To see the excitement on her face, I knew that whatever we were going to do from that minute forward was going to be perfect.
When they came to put microphones on, I was like thinking like maybe we're gonna be filmed or something. And then when I came down and saw Bobby Brown, I was just like all excited and overwhelmed because I never thought I'd meet him. Going to his office was really cool because I've like seen it on TV and I never thought I'd get to go in it.
He loves people. The reason that I'm not in this picture is because I took the picture, and that's why these are really cool pictures, because nobody else has them.
He showed me a lot of cool stuff.
Tells us that they've missed court, okay? So immediately then we know, and then we call right here. Since Hannah gives up much of her time for her sisters, I wanted to do something special just for her. I read Hannah the letter her mom sent, and then had a present waiting in my office.
He gave me some of the pictures that he took, like no one else has them.
Oh,
I'm
that's
excited to
sweet
find
of
out
him.
what else is coming. I don't know what to expect. I didn't expect that, and it happened.
She sure ain't
We
missed
left
many
my
meals,
office, we were
honey.
able to actually put the entire family together to just.
I can't watch anymore. It makes me mad. I mean, I'm glad the kids enjoyed, all the things that they got to do. But that mother is a freaking psycho. There's a lot of sick kids in the world, and that would like for the Make-A-Wish Foundation to do something for them. And here you got this scammer lying to them, taking up their resources, their money, using her kids. She got Munchausen by proxy. Did you see how she was smiling in that video? They love it. They do it for attention. Then everybody can say, oh, they're such a great mother. Their kids are sick. They're sacrificing for them. Freaking weirdos. Good morning, Mike. Be safe driving. Little Olivia was precious. So precious. She's a sick, sick individual. Having her daughter on a feeding tube. Nothing wrong with her. Starving her to death. Don't the doctors thoroughly check out these kids? They just automatically take the mother's word for it. And why didn't someone at church speak up? If she's telling everyone that Olivia's sick, got this terminal illness, but you had Olivia's at church running around having a good old time. A lot of people don't want to get involved. But if you see someone that's doing something like that, claiming their kid's sick, and then you see the kid running around, everything's fine, you need to pick up the phone and make a call. If you see something, say something. Hey, Red Rhyme, good morning. How are you doing? She pleaded not guilty. They all plead not guilty. She'll probably end up trying to get a plea deal. She deserves death penalty for what she put her children through. Her oldest daughter, she was trying to make her sick, but thank God they took her away. Hey, Top Cop, good morning. How are you? Okay, yeah, we were going to take a look at that woman, that article about that woman pushing that life-size doll around after she killed her daughter and reported her missing. I hadn't heard about this. I didn't see it till after I was live. Okay, let's screen share this little girl's picture. She's beautiful. What the hell is wrong with people killing their kids? Jesus. Making their kids sick for Munchausen, for attention. They got freaking Munchausen by proxy, in my opinion. Of course, I'm not a professional, but it's what it sounds like. Okay, after daughter dies from abuse, mom pushes life-size doll in stroller, then claims 2-year-old went missing. A woman who falsely claimed her dead daughter went missing in 2018 has been sentenced to 20 years in prison, the maximum allowable sentence for her conviction. Tiandra Kristen's 2-year-old daughter, Hazana Anderson, died in October 2018, and Kristen and her boyfriend, Kenny Hewitt, 32, allegedly sexually assaulted and beat the girl until she died. Authorities were never able to determine the girl's specific cause of death, and neither Kristen, who was 21 at the time, or her boyfriend were charged with murder. Court documents showed that Kristen and Hewitt did not seek medical help for the child and instead dumped her body in a lake near a Texas City railroad track after hiding the corpse under the floorboard of a car for 3 days. In an apparent attempt to hide the fact her daughter died, Kristen reportedly pushed a doll in a baby carriage and was seen by witnesses and on surveillance camera footage with what appeared to be her daughter. She then claimed to police that her daughter went missing during a visit to Gabbard Park, but investigators were skeptical of her story. According to the documents, a police officer found a doll wearing clothing that matched the description the girl's mother gave police in a trash can near where Kristen had parked her car. Ultimately, Kristen confessed that her daughter had died in a hotel room following sexual and physical abuse. and led police to the lake where the toddler girl's body was recovered. Kriston and Hewitt were both charged with tampering with the corpse. Hewitt reportedly pleaded guilty and was previously sentenced to 20 years in prison. Kriston pleaded not guilty but was convicted by a jury. Kriston will be eligible for parole after she serves only 15% of her sentence. That's a bunch of bullshit right there. Excuse my language. That is, she'll be paroled after she serves 15% of her sentence. Well, she'll be eligible for parole. Don't mean they'll parole her. Let's go look at this little girl's picture again. Bless her sweet bones. It's so sad. They deserve to be charged with first-degree murder and deserve to get the death penalty for what they done to this child. I guess they couldn't charge them with murder because they couldn't determine exactly how she died or something. I don't get that. I do not get that at all. The witch, the evil witch, admitted to what they did to that little girl in a hotel room. Pieces of shit, sons of bitches. I hate reading about these kids' cases. It really ruffles my feathers. Is Will still in here? I see an update about this guy that tried to say that he was Timothy Pitson. Imposter leaves family heartbroken after posing as missing boy Timothy Pitson. So this guy's been sentenced. I remember doing a video on this when this guy came out and said that he was Timothy Pitson. Okay, it says a man who pretended to be an Illinois boy, Timothy Pitson, who's been missing for years, will serve time for his scheme. 24-year-old Brian Rennie was sentenced during a federal court hearing this week to serve 2 years in prison for aggravated identity theft. He's been in jail since 2019, and with time served, he'll do around 4 months behind bars before he's released. As Crime Online previously reported, police found Rennie wandering around in Kentucky in 2019 after someone reported a young person in the area who looked as if he didn't belong there. He was walking around the east side of Newport and didn't seem like he belonged there. Things didn't look right, Newport Police Chief Tom Collins said. I remember when this little asshole did this. Broke the family's heart. When questioned, Rennie reportedly said he was 14 years old and kidnapped years ago, but finally managed to escape while being held at a Red Roof Inn. He said he didn't know the exact location of the hotel. Authorities searched area hotels, but nothing substantial was found. The man also said that his kidnappers had been holding him captive for 7 years and that his name was Timothy. The real Timothy Pitson vanished from the Chicago area in 2011 while with his mother. Timothy's mother was later found deceased in a hotel room after taking her own life, and her son was nowhere to be found. After officials gave Rennie a DNA test, the results confirmed that he was a grown man with a lengthy criminal history. He's been charged before for making false alarms involving a law enforcement agency. He's been convicted of passing off bad checks. He was arrested for causing more than $1,000 in damages to a home. He also did prison time, 18 months, at the Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Correction for vandalism and burglary. He was released in March 2019. Now, during his sentencing this week, Rennie apologized for impersonating Timothy and said he wished there was a way to take it back. Well, you're an attention-seeking weirdo. That's what it is. You're always going to be a weirdo. It was cruel what he did to the Pitson family. Cruel. I remember doing a video on this story. Do y'all know this case? Let me get out of this for a minute so I can look at my live chat. We need to do a stream about Timothy Pitson. I think Will had some videos up about him. Oh, I got a member. I didn't even know it. Michelle Furry, welcome. Thank you, sweetie. Let me get over here to my live chat. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club. Don't be a weirdo. Be a cool kid. Yep, I did a video on it. It will be released on Saturday. Okay, good, good. Your videos are always, real detailed. You should totally do a video on that case out of Texas where that man, what's his name, Rafael Castillo, dismembered that lady alive. Oh, you had to update the membership. Oh, okay. Well, welcome again. Thank you. I got to do a shout-out video. I was going to do it last night, and I was like, nah, I'm just going to do a separate video. I could add a little Christmas music. Top Cop, I remember that weirdo. Yeah. Hey, you got to have something bad wrong with you to do something like that. People like that, well, they're weirdos, but they don't think about no one else. They're attention-seeking. Got attention-seeking behavior. They don't care about anyone else's family. Did he really believe he was going to get by with that? A grown-ass man pretended to be a 14-year-old boy that's been missing for years. You know what I think? I think Timothy's mom killed him and stashed his body somewhere. That's what I think. Oh, thank you, Michelle. That's my little dog, Chloe, in the picture. My little Yorkie. My little granny, as I call her. She's a granny. I'm so grateful that Chloe is here for Christmas a couple months ago. I didn't even think she was going to make it to Halloween. But the vet got her on some meds and got her straightened out. She's gaining her weight back. She don't cough as much. That congestive heart failure is what makes her cough. I love your dog's picture, Michelle. You know that. I love border collies. I was going to do this morning, a Christmas murder case, but I wasn't prepared. I've been having anxiety and been stressed out for like over a month. Like, it was so bad. Yes, not yesterday, but the day before. I thought, like, hey, I'm going to have to go to the hospital or something, for real. But what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to make me an appointment, and I guess I'm going to have to get back on medication. I just don't like it. It makes me, that medicine for ADHD makes me sleepy and too calm. You cuss me out, smart off to me. I wouldn't say nothing to you. Oh, thank you, Natalie. I'm not looking too cute this morning. I wanted to be on camera last night. That's why I had my freaking headband, my Christmas bulb headband that flashes. And when I turned the camera on, it messed up the audio. Something's really wrong. Michelle, I'm struggling with anxiety too. Hey, I have drove myself crazy with mania. And when I'm manic, I can't sit still. I don't even know how I did my live streams this week, just to be honest. I just kept pushing myself to do them and keep my routine and not let the mania, completely take over my life. But it kind of has. I can't be still. And where I've got, need knee surgery, got a bad leg. That's not good. Now I've got some kind of crap going on in my good foot, my good leg, as I call it. As I'm sitting here right now, it's just cold as ice and it throbs. It hurts. It's like I had my toes that stuck out in the freaking snow. Michelle, I'll pray for you. If you ever want to talk, just holler at me. I don't like taking medicine, so I got off medicine a long time ago for my depression and all that, and I'm going to have to take it again. I'm going to have to get some more because I've just got to the point that I can't. Usually I can calm myself down and halfway control my emotions, but I can't anymore. Thank you, Will. I'm going to take the weekend off. I'm still going to watch your live stream. Every daggone time I try to watch Will's live stream, Mark wants me to cook breakfast. I'll be trying to cook and say hi. People probably say hi to me sometimes, and I miss them when I go and chat because I'll say hi and put my phone down and walk away. Oh, Drama, thank you for the super chat. Merry Christmas. Thank you. Merry Christmas to y'all. Well, today I feel a lot better, but look, I can't live being manic and stuff. And if I'd had medicine, I wouldn't have been manic for a freaking month. But this week's been the worst. Like, the worst ever. But I'm going to get straightened out, and I'm going to start doing videos on my Patreon and focusing on building that up, and that will help me, distract me. I'm actually going to be working on a video today. So, thank you, everybody, for supporting me. You guys are the best. He gives me a lot of support. You all do. You all do. And I appreciate it. I'm grateful. And really, guys, if I hadn't had y'all this week, I don't know if I would have made it through this week. Because I was just focused like, hey, I got to do my live stream. Because there's been people that's told me before, like, I count on your live stream. Some people count on the replay or just listening in while I'm live. Like, it helps them. Sometimes, I didn't realize it helped people. Happy holidays to everyone. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, ladies. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Sunny Rooster and Annabelle, they appreciate it too. Because that's what I'm always spending my YouTube money on. For real. It seems like, hey, my YouTube money comes at a good time. By the time my YouTube money comes, it comes like on the 22nd of each month. I need chicken scratch or chicken feed, and Mark will be getting low on money, so that helps out. Of course, I could buy it without my YouTube money. Of course, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it freaking helps out. I know. Mark's like, I didn't realize that you was like in that bad a shape with your nerves. It's because I don't say a lot to him about it. I just keep it to myself. Of course, he knew I'd been upset because I just burst into tears. He came home the other day. He's like, here's your cigarettes. And I just burst into tears. It's hard. I guess that's why we should all be, we don't know other people's struggles, and I guess we should all be a little kinder. Not say anything about anyone, and just be kinder, because you don't ever know what someone's going through. For real. But I tell you what, it totally cheered me up seeing Shirley come into the chat, or San, her YouTube name's San. I know, I was about to cry, Will. I was tearing up, but I was holding it back. I about cried on my stream several times this week. And I can always, when I'm stressed out, I'll be sitting here talking to y'all, and I'll be like, oh gosh, I can hear my voice cracking. My mom always says she can tell when something's wrong with me by my voice. Hey, there's people that's got it worse than me. I'm just dealing with the trauma I went through. There's people, lost loved ones this year and got loved ones sick. There's a lady in our community that just lost her fiance to COVID, young man. I'm not sure the age. Things could be so much worse. I got to remind myself it could be worse. You know, it could be so much worse. My son could be sick or anything. So, a long time ago, someone told me to say 5 things that you're grateful for each day. You know, when you're starting to feel sorry for yourself, like I do sometimes, start to feel sorry for myself. I can't be doing that. I'm stronger than that. But say 5 things that you're grateful for. Hey, that really helps. Yeah, I got a good community. I got good people. Really. I really do. I've been in other good chats too, of course, but I think my people's the best. Natalie, I have to remind myself things could be worse too. Yeah. When I get depressed about like my leg and stuff and not being able to hike, because I used to love to hike, I just think things could be worse. I could be paralyzed, not be able to walk at all. But I've got to go to the doctor. I've been doing some research, and when you walk on like an injury, like I broke my tibia, you know, the tibia goes up to your knee. I needed surgery to fix it right then and there. They wouldn't do surgery because I didn't have insurance. So I just wore that brace, walked on crutches forever. But my knee did not heal back correctly because I needed surgery. But anyways, the bone moves in it sometimes. And below my kneecap is a place. I've showed pictures to Lisa and other people. It stays like permanently swelled up. But anyways, I walk with a limp. Then I developed tendonitis in my Achilles heel. And but I walk with a limp. Now my good leg, where I've walked so long and limped, is messing up. Now I've got some kind of nerve damage going on in it. So I'm having to limp. I'm having to, yeah, kind of limp with that too. I'm going to have to get my crutches out. You are the best, Light Feather. Oh, y'all are the best. Mike, I'm glad I found this channel by accident. Wish I could contribute, but my bills are on the high end. But I enjoy hearing you talk. Everyone in the chat talk. Hey, you are contributing by being in my chat and supporting me. Everyone contribute. Hey, I understand. I can't super chat a lot and join like a lot of memberships, and I couldn't contribute to the wish list they had going around. Either. That made me feel bad. And then I was like so stressed out and manic. I didn't even freaking share the links. I feel like crap about that. But when you are manic and stuff, I don't know if any of y'all have mania. You can't think about anything else except the mania and stress, anxiety, and the hurt you're feeling and everything. Hey, English Art, good morning. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. I've had the worst year of my adult life, but the worst is over. There is always light at the end of the tunnel. You're right. You're right, Sam. I was thinking about you the other day. It's so weird that you come in. I really was. Because found that necklace. I hadn't worn that one yet. And I found it and got it out. And I was thinking, is she okay? I hope her and her family's okay and nothing's happened. Sometimes, I won't say nothing like if someone's missing from the chat, but that don't mean I don't think to myself, hey, where are they at? Speaking of missing people, Karen Duffy, I'm paging you. Are you okay, hun? I've not seen Karen in here in a while. If she's been in here, it's like my memory's bad because of my mania and stuff. But I'm kind of worried about her. I was thinking about her. So many people's had like the hardest year. I got to straighten up and get in a holiday spirit because things could be worse. Oh, I'm happy you're back too. You gonna be doing your crafting videos? Hey, I wanted to try that diamond painting crap. And Mark's like, when you got time to do that? Which pissed me off that he said that. I get pissed off easy, y'all. Hey, that pissed me off that he said that, really. Like, when you got time to do that? Well, when do you got time to ride your Harley? But anyways, I'd like to try. I think it's why he said that. He thinks I can't do it because I'm not artistic. But look, if you got a pattern and it tells you where to put them. I want to try that because they got this rooster diamond painting kit I want. It's beautiful. Karen has been around, just not online as much as she used to be. Okay, well, Will, if you see her, tell her I was asking about her. Hey, Kay. Kay, I've been seeing your video uploads, girl. Get that scammer. I'm not even going to mention her name. I'm just going to say, get that scammer. People's nuts. We just got through talking about a woman that scammed the Make-A-Wish Foundation. She actually murdered her daughter, too. Basically starved her to death. Saying she had illnesses she didn't have. She probably got that Munchausen by proxy. Don't y'all love it? I diagnose people and I'm not a professional. I do it all the time. It's just my opinion. I will. Chances are great she will be in my life. So, okay, well, I'll probably see her then because I'm going to be in there. Analyzer K. Analyzer. She's a freaking weirdo. She makes all of us Southerners look like, oh my God, freaking nuts. I bought a diamond painting, but haven't done it yet. It's of a panda. It's for children, but I have to start somewhere. Oh my gosh, I love pandas. Once for Christmas, I got this huge panda stuffed animal. Hey, the freaking Ups truck is at my house, guys. Hey, dude, you're interrupting me. I've not ordered crap. Calm down, lady. Okay, guys, I'm going to get off here and go tell this guy that he's at the wrong house because I don't get things shipped to this address, so I know it's not mine. Hey, he's kind of cute, y'all. He's kind of cute. He's getting a package. I'll go see. Mark may have ordered something. Who knows? Anyways, thanks for chatting, guys. I'll see y'all Monday. I'll see some of y'all in Will's chat tomorrow. Have a great weekend. Be safe, be kind, and peace. And thank you to every one of y'all that support me. I appreciate it so much. You guys are the best. You guys help me a lot, and you don't even know it. You don't even know. I'm so grateful. Oh, lady, you messed up my nice ending. Excuse you. Anyways, guys, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm so grateful for y'all. I really am. Bye.